We are very much appreciative of your support. And then even the criticism that comes from you are always appreciated, because for me, I say criticisms only make us better. If you criticize me wrongly, you alert me to be careful of what you criticize me for, so that I will not do it. If it's in the right track, the right one, then I change. Simple. It can only make one better. And we are always very much available for any consultation, for any other clarification and information, as much as we could give. On that note, once again, welcome to Dr. Jonathan. Once again, Honorable Minister and your colleagues at the Ministry and its satellites, institutions, and the government, because the government is not only one person. You will not be able to achieve all this without the support of your other colleagues. We are aware of a cabinet subcommittee on sports, who are also giving you their maximum on the directive of the President of the Republic. So gratitude and appreciation to them. And once again, we wish to assure you we are in it together. We will complement each other's efforts as much as we could, as we've been doing in the past, and that will not relent unless it increases. On that note, thank you very much. May Allah bless this garden.
Really, for me, this was really going to be a very short ceremony. It's a signing and unveiling ceremony, and so the speeches are not really going to be long, necessary as they might be. But first, I want to start by first congratulating Mr. Jonathan Mckinstry for his appointment as the new coach of the Gambia Scorpions, and also to wish him the very best of luck in his tenure as coach of the Gambia. And to all of you that have been part of the process, the General Secretary, the Executive Director, and everybody that was part of the Technical Committee of the Football Federation that have worked in collaboration with us to ensure that we identify what in our own level is considered to be the best among all the applicants, and that is Mr. Jonathan. Like others said, there has been a very competitive process of selecting among the many applicants that we had. And some of us, when we reported this somewhere that we had 90 applicants, colleagues were surprised that Little Gambia would attract that huge number of applicants for the role of a coach. But like others said, it is not a surprise, because every coach out there who follows the Gambian team would know that we have registered a progressive success over the past years in our football. And every other person would be interested in being part of that process of development of football in the country, as well as at the international level. And that's what I believe is the reason why we had that much number of applicants. But what is good is that Mr. Jonathan was selected or shortlisted and eventually chosen to be, like we put it, the most top-rated among the ones that were selected. So for the Gambia, Mr. Jonathan, we believe that you are the best coach out there, and we expect that that belief would be upheld by you, and you would be able to give us the results that we anticipate from a coach. But the support would be there from our side as a ministry, as a government, and like the president also said, the federation will be supportive towards your role and will give you the free hand to do what you think is best in delivering us to the promised land. And coming in at a time that Gambia has gone to AFCON twice consecutively, it's a very difficult task, because the expectation is higher now than before. The deliverables are even higher now than it has been in the past, for the reason that we have gone to AFCON in 2021 and gone back to AFCON in 2023. And sometimes they say when bars are raised too high, the ones that come after have a bigger task. And I think that is the task that you have. And I know you understand that very well, because from what I was told, you've been following our national team over the years. And I was told that immediately you were offered the job, you have already gone in to contact quite a number of players, even before you signed the contract. That for us is a sign that this person is ready to take over the Scorpions and will be able to do his best. But to the population and all of us, I know we expect too much, and we experienced it in the last AFCON because we went to first AFCON and went all the way to the quarterfinal. And every Gambian thought when we go back for the second AFCON, we should go beyond the quarterfinal. And yes, that's what we wanted, but it didn't happen. But we all know if you're a journalist, if you're a sport enthusiast, you know that sports, especially football, has its ways. And yes, sometimes it's about technique, sometimes it's about financing, sometimes it's about morale, sometimes it's a combination of all of that. But there is no one who would be in a leadership role and would not want to perform. There is nobody who is going to be giving a task to do something good for the country and you fail. It is no interest. So anytime we do well, we should all celebrate and know that we've achieved what we all wanted. But in an instance where we don't reach where we want to be, we should also understand that that is how the game is. And I'm saying this so that we can all temper our expectations and manage our expectations in line with the realities of the Gambia. That is by no means reducing our expectations. It's just a statement to say that we should be expecting for the higher heights, and we should all work towards it and wish that we succeed. And to the media, I might not be the right person to say this, but I just want to be as clear as I can. We all have a responsibility to help in managing the information that we put out there. Because sometimes what we write, wrong or right, has an impact on our performance, on the players' performance, on the coaches' performance. We want all of us to be a country where we are supportive to each other as we drive this goal of taking Gambia to the World Cup, of taking Gambia to a third AFCON. It is not just the coach's role. It is the role of the federation, it's the role of the ministry, it's the role of the supporters, but more so the role of the media, because you are the ones that can make or break whatever good we're doing. So I will want to once again say we are happy that we have, after a few months of a process, after the departure of Tom Sanford, we have been able to work together to get Mr. Jonathan to come and join us in taking the Gambian football to higher heights. Again, Mr. Jonathan, welcome to the country. Somebody said it's called the Smiling Coast of Africa. And that's because people are perceived to be generally happy.
First of all, to the Honourable Minister, to the Chairperson, to the Acting Executive Director of the National Sports Council and the Ministry of Youth and Sport, to the President of the GFF and the CEO, General Secretary of the GFF, thank you very much for your very warm and heartfelt welcome, not just this morning, but also over the previous weeks as we've reached this point. To everybody in the room, to the technical staff of the GFF, to the supporters club, to the media, to everyone else in the room here today, and also the people listening and watching at home across the Gambia and around the world, thank you very much for the warm welcome. It is a huge privilege to be here. I'm going to keep this very short because I know we do have a press conference coming up, but I just wanted to reiterate something that I think almost everybody has said that has been hugely encouraging to me as a coach and as a person, but also hugely motivating, is the collaborative nature of this appointment and coming together. When I first spoke via that digital sort of Teams meeting, it's hard to remember how many people were in the room. There was maybe 10, 12, 15 people involved in those early conversations. And as a coach, when you see something like that, you see togetherness, you see unity, you see a shared vision. And especially in international football, the only way we can succeed is together. I, in my time in the game, have been in many countries with many teams, many federations, and often the problems arise when there is not unity, when there is not togetherness. And so to see how closely the government of the Gambia how the National Sports Council, how the Ministry, and how the Football Federation are coming together for the future success of football in this country gives me huge hope for not just the next 2 years together, but hopefully many years beyond that as well. So I said I was going to keep it short. The one thing I just want to assure everybody, and I know we'll get into more detail when we get into the press conference, but for me, there is only one direction we are going, and that is forward. That is not just as a nation, it is as a federation, as a government, as a sports council. It's as a team in terms of our mentality about the game. Forward. We want to go forward. Every step we want to take is forward. Every level that we achieve is forward. And the other thing is that to do that, to move forward, the only way we can do that is to do it together. And so for me and my team of technical staff at the Federation, of the players, that will be our strap line every day we come to work. We are going forward and we are doing it together. And I invite the media, I invite the supporters, I invite the general public of the Gambia, both here in country and the diaspora around the world, to join us on that journey as we move forward together. Thank you very much.
That is the witness.
And the General President, Mr. Lamin Kababajo, will.
Yes. Executive Director of the National Sports Council, who signed on behalf of the government of Gambia.
The President will, the General President, will complete and sign as the witness. There are many witnesses, Coach, and there you go. Two witnesses. The Honorable Minister and the President of the Gambia Football Federation, Coach Mckinstry and Mr. Congratulations, Coach.
Congratulations.
That is your new Scorpions coach. Congratulations.